Germa 66 snails. In the comments under the previous video in the first part about Den Den Mushi, you often wrote about Germa 66 and their enormous snail ships that sailed both on water and over land across the Red Line. I believe you're confusing the ships with Den Den Mushi, which creates confusion. This is because their appearance and snail-like shape can indeed resemble the well-known communicators of the One Piece world. But in reality, Germa's ships are specialized living beings, tamed and used for sailing, not for communication. It's important to understand that despite their snail-like nature, these giant creatures do not belong to the Den Den Mushi category. In Japanese, Den Den means transmission or message. The word Den Den Mushi is used to refer to devices that can transmit information over distances, like a telephone or a radio transmitter. Therefore, all Den Den Mushi in the One Piece world necessarily have a communication function, whether it's transmitting voice, video, or even loudspeakers. Therefore, I would not categorize this species as Den Den Mushi. By the way, don't forget to support our channel with a subscription, a like, and a comment under the video. Dango Mushi. The Dango Mushi is a rare type of Den Den Mushi found exclusively on Elbaf, the island of giants. This Den Den Mushi is distinguished by its impressive size and reaches the height of an adult human, making it one of the largest representatives of snail communicators. The Dango Mushi is used exclusively by giants and serves as a means of public communication, transmitting messages over significant distances. Thanks to its size and powerful vocal function, the Dango Mushi allows important news to be announced loudly throughout the island, which is especially convenient for large gatherings and military exercises. Because the Dango Mushi only exists on Elbaf, other people know practically nothing about it. Externally, it looks like a huge snail with a strong shell, and its loud voice easily drowns out the noise of giant crowds. Transmission Den Den Mushi. The Transmission Den Den Mushi is a unique type created by Dr. Vegapunk. This special Den Den Mushi was activated on Egghead after Vegapunk's supposed death. Unlike ordinary snails, it's capable of broadcasting audio and video globally, transmitting messages to the entire world simultaneously. Vegapunk had previously recorded his speech and configured the Transmission Den Den Mushi to activate automatically after his death. In his message, the scientist revealed information about the Void Century, the Great Flood, and the Ancient Kingdom, which angered the world government. Despite attempts by the Five Elders to interrupt the broadcast, the device continued to function, becoming a symbol of truth and resistance. Earpiece Den Den Mushi. The Earpiece Den Den Mushi is a non-canon type of snail communicator that appeared in episode 747 of the One Piece anime, in the Silver Mine filler arc. This miniature snail communicator is worn on the ear and allows the user to communicate without attracting attention. In this series, it's used by pirates led by Desire for coordinating actions in the mines. The Earpiece Den Den Mushi is a compact device resembling a modern Bluetooth earpiece, but designed in the style of a snail. It provides covert communication, which is especially useful in situations requiring caution. However, it's worth noting that this type of Den Den Mushi is non-canon and appeared exclusively in the anime, with no confirmation in Eiichiro Oda's original manga. Self-propelled visual Den Den Mushi. The self-propelled visual Den Den Mushi is a unique type of snail communicator capable of moving independently and transmitting visual data. Unlike standard stationary Den Den Mushi, this type possesses its own mobility, moving without assistance. First appearing in the non-canon movie One Piece Strong World, it was used by Shiki the Golden Lion. The visual prefix indicates its ability to transmit images in addition to sound, expanding its communication capabilities. It can be assumed that it has a built-in mechanism for movement and a camera for transmitting visual content. Despite its functionality, this type of Den Den Mushi is a non-canon element of the One Piece universe. Virtual Den Den Mushi. This type of snail communicator first appeared in the mini-comic One Piece Party. In this episode, Sanji uses a virtual Den Den Mushi by wearing it on his head and connecting it to special goggles, creating a full virtual reality immersion effect. Externally, the virtual Den Den Mushi resembles a modern VR headset. The snail is placed on the user's head, and its tentacles connect to the goggles, providing visualization of the virtual world. This device allows the user to interact with the virtual environment, similar to modern virtual reality technologies. This device serves as a parody of modern VR technologies, highlighting the creative approach of the authors to expanding the One Piece universe. Megaphone Den Den Mushi. In the live-action adaptation of One Piece by Netflix, a unique version of the snail communicator is presented, the Megaphone Den Den Mushi, which is used by Vice Admiral Monkey D. Garp. This type of snail communicator differs from standard models in its appearance and function. It is styled as a megaphone, which allows voice messages to be transmitted over long distances with increased volume. In the series, Garp uses it to address the Straw Hat Pirates, amplifying his voice to be heard from a distance. This version of the snail communicator emphasizes the character's authority and power, fitting organically into the image of Vice Admiral Garp. Earpiece Den Den Mushi No. 2. In the live-action adaptation of One Piece by Netflix, a unique version of the snail communicator is presented, the Earpiece Den Den Mushi, which is used by Dracula Mihawk. This miniature snail communicator is placed inside the ear, providing covert and effective communication. Unlike traditional snail communicators, this version resembles a modern wireless earbud, making it particularly convenient for rapid interaction. Although the Earpiece Den Den Mushi is not part of the original manga and belongs to non-canon elements, its appearance in the series demonstrates the creative approach of the creators of adapting the world of One Piece into reality. This device emphasizes the character's technological sophistication and adds a modern touch to the classic elements of the universe.